What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This time we're checking out everything Alfa Romeo in Street 2 as I crash into everything. All right, let's go. All right, before I get into it, if you're looking for any of my tunes, head to militiagamingco.com. Click on Motorfest Pro settings from the top or the main navigation, and you'll find everything that I've got. All the tunes that I've done, it's under my name, Trigger MGC, but we've also got tunes in there from Acor and a few other people in the community, so check that out if you're looking for a particular tune. We've got a lot in there actually, but we're trying to get all of the cars done. Anyways, we're going to be talking about Alfa Romeo today in Street 2, and I do have to address one thing, and that is that I don't have every single Alfa Romeo car in Street 2. There are 6 cars in that class, one of which is the Alfa Romeo 4C Serpente Edizione. Pretty sure I got that right. Anyways, this car is an exclusive Summit car from the Crew 2, and you cannot get it in Motorfest yet. I think eventually it'll be available. Right now, you can't have it. Anyways, I don't have that one, and so I wasn't able to test it. I'm a little bit sad about that because I did plan on making this video when Alfa Romeo was added to the Crew Motorfest, but I didn't realize I missed out on that car. So anyway, let's get into it, man. Let's talk about these cars in the order of worst to best. All right, starting with the worst of the bunch, the regular Alfa Romeo Giulia, which, by the way, sometimes I call this a Giulia for some reason. Anyways, I don't need to give you guys any more ammo against me in terms of pronouncing car names. This is the worst. And when I say the worst, it's not like it's far worse than everything else, but in terms of test times, it definitely performed the worst. So let's take a look at those times. 2:17.731 on Kyusha Spirit, and a 3:23.309 on Groundworks, giving it an average time of 2:50.520. But if you look at the next 3 cars, the GTA M, the 8C, and the Giulia Outclassed Edition, all of those cars have a 250, and it's just tenths of a second that separate these cars. And I want you to understand how close that actually is. So you take Kyusha Spirit, you take the time for Groundworks, you put those together and you divide by 2, gives you the average time on these test courses, and then these cars' averages are tenths of a second apart from each other. So there's just really not a whole lot different between them. Where you get a little bit of a difference is the 4C, which is why I'm so sad that I don't have the Serpente Edizione 4C, because I feel like that one's going to be the best of the bunch. But the regular 4C runs a 216 on Kyusha Spirit and a 320.130 on Groundworks. 320 on Groundworks is actually pretty decent. If you can get under 320, you've actually got a really nice car. So 320 is very decent. The 4C actually lands itself in the top 20 in terms of Street 2 cars. That's actually saying something good, especially since I've tested 87 cars in Street 2. Now, of course, there's like 190 plus cars in Street 2, so I'm just over the halfway mark. But for me to be that far in and for this car to actually make it in the top 20, I think that's actually saying something. The car feels nice to drive. It's actually going to be the car for this video that we're going to take into a grand race. I know you guys like watching grand races, so I decided to throw one in with the best car. And yeah, we're gonna try this out. I will also provide you guys with all of the tunes like I did in previous videos where I talked about an entire brand. We'll throw the tunes in at the end. There's a timestamp in the description for that as well. But going back to just Alfa Romeo in general, most of the cars are sort of worthless when it comes to racing in the grand races because they just aren't fast enough. They understeer slightly, but the 4C might be a little bit different. I'm actually excited to try this out in the grand races. So anyway, let's get into that before I talk your ear off. Let's go to a grand race. The tunes will be at the end of the video. Enjoy. All right, dude, here we go. Check out this 4C in a grand race scenario. We'll see how it does, man. We got the Disruption Edition second, and then I'm in the R34. I just want to mix it up a little bit in Rally Raid. Here we go. Let's go 4C. Well, we're starting near the front, too. All right. So far, so good. Acceleration's fine. Actually understeered that corner quite a bit. But you know what? I may have entered it with just slightly too much speed. Oh my gosh, almost lost the back end. Have no nos for that one. Gotta try to catch up to Dirty Deeds here. Hopefully he goes through the wall. Ah, this car just can't make that, dude. I was gonna try to go around. It just doesn't work for that. Mr. Dirty Deeds might be getting away from us here. We're gonna need some help from some slipstream. All right, here we go. Oh my god, dude. Come on, car, please turn, dude. It understeers so much. It accelerates fine. It just understeers. It's just too much understeer for what I need in a grand race. I think I took that a little too slow. I just have to plan for that understeer and be good with the NOS management so we can accelerate out of these turns. All right, it's over, man. We got second place. We got whopped a little bit here on Street 1, man. Let's see if we can catch up in AGP. We got to track this guy down. We'll see what happens. Oh my god, could I have gotten closer to that tree? Jesus. Oh, he tried to take the cut. That's a tough one, dude. I tend not to take the cuts in AGP. It's just too much. All right, he's close. He's close enough for slip. We're probably not going to walk away. This cut I do take. Even though it's a bit risky. Ooh, lost the rear end a little bit. He didn't take the cut that time. All right, let's push it, dude. Let's see if we can get a little bit of gap here before we head into the final stage. I'm not sure what I'm going to be able to do. Oh, and turn the horn on a little. Not sure what I'm going to be able to do in this rally raid car. Please, please. Oh, okay. R34, I need your help. Mr. Dirty Deeds is a worthy opponent. I just need you to drive well. Forget about my job in terms of driving. It's up to you. It's up to you, R34. Oh, I forgot how slippy the R34 is, dude. I forgot how much the car wants to completely slip out. Oh, a little bit of blocks. All right, let's be nice through this section. This is a tough section to not hit anything. All right, a little bit of NOS savage here. That's an official term, NOS savage. Use it in the air there. All right, now we gotta chill on it because we got some hairpins coming up. Oh, he's right here, dude. Oh, he's in a Z4 as well. He's definitely going to have an opportunity. Oh, he's making me nervous. He's in slip. Mr. Dirty Deed's about to come back with the Z4. Don't want to hit these poles, but I got to get into this. Got to get into this gutter. It's literally going to come down to this final corner here. Who's going to take this better? I think it might have been me, dude. That was so clean. He's got some speed, but I got NOS. Let's go. We got ourselves another dub, dude. GG's to Mr. Dirty Deeds. He made an insane comeback there in Rally Raid. I knew I was gonna have an issue with those hairpins, but anyways, bro, it's actually not too bad. The 4C is not too bad, but as you could tell, like, I was definitely struggling with a lot of those, like, I don't know, pretty much every corner, to be honest with you. It was understeering like crazy. So I mean, the thing is, if you enter the corner a little bit slower, or you understand that it's going to understeer and you're planning for that, obviously you can drive it better than I did here in the video. But you know, I think it's okay. It's definitely one of those like weird off meta cars that you could probably use. It is in the top 20 in terms of test times, but you know, that really doesn't tell you what it's going to do in the grand races. And if you go against like a meta car directly with a 4C, the driver skill is going to have a lot to do with it, but you're probably going to be just hanging on for dear life. Like if I were able to stay and slip, I think I probably could have went a little faster, but every corner I was understeering. So it was a tough one, man. It's a tough one. Tough call. Alfa Romeo just got the short end of the stick, I feel like, in terms of, you know, just overall performance with their cars. I really wish the GTA M would have been a lot better than it is, because it's really one of the coolest cars in the lineup. So anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully we learned something. Enjoy the tunes. We'll put those up right now. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next one. Trigger out.